just give credit to our sponsors. I mean, our sponsors get what we do while we're here, and they get behind what we do. We didn't have to ask places for people for help, but they got us going. They launched us, they're foundation sponsored. We didn't have to ask Architectural Design Service either, they keep us going, the annual sponsor. We have a battery of friends who provide services. At the moment, we're enjoying Rotary Club service, which they're giving this place. Last year we were at the Cricket Club, Pardon Mill, source of a lot of support for us. They normally do photography, but John, who's taking my picture now, is standing in for Roger Lee. Half a Harlow, helping promotion. Harlow District Chamber of Commerce provide us with where we meet every so often. Blue Pig, this logo from Trevor down there. And social, that word over there, social communications, they are the PR people, that's the right word for it, for places for people, but they give their time. They get what places people are trying to do, and they get what we're trying to do, and they give their time to us. And there's Kingsmore House, 29 Kingsmore Road, and 4 Forbury. And in case you can't really see that, in case you don't know where, this is Harlow. And they're down here, 3 of them, and then New Hall over there. It's 4 Forbury Lane, is not even on the map, I think. Yeah, don't Google it, anyway. Now I've put the name of the developer on as well, so Garden Stewart Architects are here, and is Countryside Properties, something from Countryside Properties. This is 2 Iceni Square, I'm not sure that's the name it will always have, it is the name it will always, okay. Now this is an interesting development, I think it's known as Briars before. This sits facing community centre and a green space, so it's kind of a prominent feature on the boundary. So lots of interesting surface decoration, the brickwork and so on, and the proportions are terrific, I think. And you can just see, I hope, some reflection on the side of the building, which comes from the neighbouring block of flats, the sun coming back onto the building. So, although I haven't got a photograph of this, the setting here is there's more of the square going to our right, and then we have some flats set back where I'm standing on the other side. Wow, so well, it was a bit of sleuthing to find out who the architects were on this, and this Tree Design. I'm not sure if Tree Design are actually... Ah, you are, thank you. Yeah, we had a conversation, I'm not sure, and this was going back a little bit, so I think you were probably involved in the original planning where this was sketched out as or schemed out as a conversion into flats. And then it needed some push, somebody with the belief in it, with the vision to make it work, and the enthusiasm and the commitment to follow through on it. And you're in it too, aren't you? And that's ING Construction. Interested, and last year's winner was an extension, so a very impressive extension. Why does this one work? Well, it's in proportion. You barely notice extension actually when it's all finished, and this is a photograph taken before it's all finished, but you wouldn't really notice the extension because the style is in keeping with the original. But it's a significant expansion of the floor space. And the features echo the original, albeit I can just detect a few modern hints in some of the brickwork. So, candidates from New Hall, and the 5th one. This year we've got 1 candidate from New Hall, who knows. Bellway, there are other developers, but Bellway are the developer for this one. And it's isn't that distinctive? It's got lots of lines and angles and proportions. There's a balcony at the front, there's a balcony at the back. This is in, just as this building is, finished cladding. You see next door, it's part of a terrace actually, but next door is in brick. And there are various finishing materials in
non-residential winner is 4 Albury Lane.
Our chairman Stan,
if you would like to
and
make the presentation.
know the architects. Yeah, you can come. Yeah. Data 1 and Smiles Montessori in New Hall. I have 2. It's the New Hall 1. Lots of red barriers around it, so at the moment you're not getting the really best appreciation, are you, Catherine? But it's a stunning looking building, and it's always been a landmark. I mean, when I arrived in Harlow, people always gave me directions from Gates. Are you coming from Gates? And when I arrived here, I was looking for Gates. You know? It's this building, or its predecessors, I mean, which have always been distinctive. And as you come into the town, really give a sign of the health of the town, the economic health of the town, and the optimism of the town. I know Catherine reasonably well because we met at the Harlow District Chamber of Commerce. We were at labelling stands, so I was able to get quite a lot of input about what this building was like. It has, if I remember rightly, a one-piece roof, and the shape of the roof echoes the shape of the leisure. Could have been, this is a data center, it's got computers in it, that's what it is. It could have been a box, but what it is this really rather attractive building with its ventilation featured as an architectural feature on the outside. It's a shop. Lots of, if you don't know what cloud computing is, don't ask me, but I think it's a bit like Airbnb. I'm not so sure. If you're in the computing world, it's the equivalent. And then Smiles Montessori. I didn't have a chance to meet Julia. She's in the room. Is she? No. It's distinctive, is it not? And this is Julia Jeffrey's personal vision of what this school. She had a chance to design it the way she wanted to design it, working with Alistair Howe. Many of you will know Alistair Howe from his time here as an architect and also as a chairman of the Sculpture Society. It's very distinctive, the colouring is distinctive too, and what's not visible is just beyond that upper story. There's a kind of open area. It's like a donut with an open to the sky area with classrooms around.
And the winner of the non-residential award is Gates Ford.
It's a wait.
And renewal, which was led by the council, and it's for a project which has a lot of architectural content to it, but really is about bringing back to use an asset to the town, and we think that applies this year to Kingsmore House as well. So we're very pleased. If Ivo or Nick would like to come up, or both, get there.